Hello everyone. Last time, we talked to Robert about Robin. Today we're going to do the side quest for Edie, talk to Gilbert, Lita, Leonard, and see what Sera wants.
Need something? Thank you kindly.
Give him that aged Pemelden liquor.
Need something?
Talk about Clara. Any news about Clara?
Hmm.
Heard she beat Mateus and took Lampicause. Everything we've been through and she's still pulling off miracles. Just don't go depending on it. I'm not. What makes you say that?
Now, let's see.
The reason Clara wins when others would fail is that she ain't afraid to take risks. She wants it all, so she puts it all on the line every battle. What's wrong with that? Put it all on the line. Nothing, but it means you better keep up your end of things. Because if she puts it all on the line and loses, she's screwed. Rely on a miracle worker, and your fate depends on how happy they are with you. Well, that too.
Need something?
Let's chat.
Need something?
Strange to see you drinking without me. Hey, old man. Here now, what's with the long face? Thinking about everyone we've lost recently. It's got me feeling down. I've always done my best to protect everyone, but I guess it wasn't enough. That's what war is. The friend you talk with today might come back a corpse tomorrow. Nothing to do but get used to it. You really need to work on comforting people. Still though, I can't help but think, if I just made different choices. You remind me of myself, the last war. Believe it or not, I used to be just like you. Cocky young hotshot thinking he could protect everyone. And blaming himself when they died one by one. Tried my best to save them, but the truth is, I was trying to save myself. And in the end, the Empire took it all. Left me with nothing but guilt and bad memories. Couldn't bear to shoulder it, so I took the coward's way. Turned my back on the world, gave in to the dark. Became a worthless old drunk. You're not worthless. After all, it was you who decided to join this war. That's only because of you. Dumb kid making big speeches about how he was going to save lives. How could I not get reeled in? But the main reason I'm still here is because I still believe in you. So you should too. Never forget you're the one who brought this old man back to the world.
Much appreciated.
I won't. Thank you. Let's go talk with Stella. First Lita and then Art. Wonder if Lita regrets her decision to join.
Good to see you.
Sir, I'm sorry for your loss. Sep and I, it's been us against the world for as long as I can remember. Bandits, monsters, the Empire, no matter who we were facing, we always had each other. Losing a brother, gods, can't even imagine. Giuseppe will always be my first priority. But I want to help protect others too. No one should have to lose the ones they love. Thank you. Now, Leonard.
What is it?
Eden, sorry for your loss. Robin could be a bit immature, but I've never met anyone as diligent at bettering himself. I always told him that it was his best skill. Can't tell you how many nights I came across him on my patrols around the training grounds. Hours after sundown, there he would be, shooting targets alone in the dark. My whole life I've prized work ethic above all else, judged others by theirs. Robin was one of few who not only lived up to my standards, but exceeded them. He was a good kid. No, a fine man. He was. Alright, let's go consult Stella.
Hey, need something? Well, well, if it isn't the boss man and the little priestess.
Hello, Stella.
We have a business problem.
I've got business solutions. What seems to be the trouble?
We desperately need more medical supplies. Herbs, bandages, surgical tools, anything.
I've heard. Nasty situation.
We're thinking about reaching out to one of the trading houses. We could use someone with connections.
Oh, so you came to see me?
Could you write to them?
I could, but it might be better if it came from you.
From me?
Trust me, I know this business pretty well. The kind of highborn merchants you're talking about can be pretty stuck up. If some nobody peddler comes asking to buy bulk on credit, they'll smell a scheme. But if you write the letter, and I just pin an introduction, they'll think I brought them a nice juicy mark.
Oh, good idea.
I'm sorry, a what? What is a mark?
It means the target of a scam.
You're perfect for it. The whole innocent church maiden thing? They'll eat it up.
Are you suggesting I deceive these people?
You say deception, I say artful framing.
Playing the fool, to trick a sinner into doing right. Gods, I can't even begin to fathom how the scales balance out on that one. Very well then. Will you help me draft the letter?
Happy to.
I'll leave you to it then.
Thank you for your help.
Quest complete, faith and credit. Alright, let's go talk with Sera and see what she wants out in the stables.
Hello.
I don't usually see you in the stables.
Someone has to take over after... well, you know.
I see. Thank you for stepping up.
Of course. Though now that I'm here, it's a bit more involved than I imagined. I'm not sure how he managed.
Robin could surprise you like that. He complained a lot, but he worked hard.
So I'm learning.
Have you taken a look at his journal?
Journal?
I always saw him scribbling in one when he was working with the horses.
I haven't seen it, but I'll take whatever help I can get. Maybe Marshall would know where it's gotten to. She tends to handle the belongings of... those who have gone on ahead.
The new stable keeper. Let's go talk to the taskmaster real fast. Yeah, I'm gonna avoid the optional battle this time. I don't think Eden would do it. Alright, just skip through all this. Okay. Four Eidolon statues and a bloodstone bracelet.
Yes?
I'm looking for a journal of Robin's.
Ah, you mean his notes on the horses. I was wondering when someone would come by and claim that.
Sera could use it. She's taking over at the stables.
That's kind of her. I'm sure it will be of use.
Have you read through it?
I have. A bit rambling, but it's incredibly thorough. Robin knew the horses very well.
Do you think they miss him?
I think we all do.
Robin's journal acquired. Let's give them to Sera. Then I think we're gonna end the episode. Oh no.
Hello.
I found Robin's journal for you.
Oh, bless you. The brown one over there has been looking at me so expectantly. All right, let's see what we've got here. Goodness, I was expecting a few notes. This is as long as one of my reports.
Robin took his duties seriously.
Favorite food, preferred saddle shape, likes to be brushed downward. Oh, Eden, this is wonderful. He had such care for them.
Do you think you'll need any help in here? We can assign someone.
No, this should be more than enough. Besides, I think I'd like to handle it by myself. It would be good for me.
How so?
We're surrounded by so much death and suffering lately. I'd like to help nurture something, even if it is war horses.
Yeah. I think that's why Robin liked it here too. Alright then. I'll leave it to you.
Thank you. But before you go, it looks like there is something here that needs your attention.
What do you mean?
It looks like Robin was training one of the horses with a specific rider in mind. Brown coat, lean build, young and cocky with a big attitude. Perfect for Cap.
What's his name?
There isn't one listed. I think perhaps Robin meant that task for you.
Okay. Let's name the horse. It's Dane. Could talk with Dane.
Hey there, big guy. Now, let's see. What's a good name for you?
Southwind, Robinson, Revenge. Or Robinson. I want to call him Robinson.
I'll call you Robinson. How do you like it?
Not much reaction. Robinson, son of Robin. Alright. Might as well do a few tasks before we end the episode. I gotta get them all re-equipped. Defensive gear. Durable cloth armor. Is he really a leather armor type? Okay. Accessory, requital chain, mount, no mount. Supplies, large recovery potion, large magic elixir, large recovery potion. Albrecht. Blazing Elemental Grimoire. Swing cloth armor. Lucky earring. Mount. I'll give you the brown horse. supplies, a large recovery potion, medium magic elixir, and a large recovery potion. This ribbon. Bear, then Prectian stallion. Good. The grimoires are set. Let's start with Dane. Just take care of the horses with him.
Sir.
Horses scare me. Mementos of the fallen.
Hi there.
What are you looking at? We'll do two with Dane. A journal belonged to one of my patients. He didn't make it. I'm sorry. Do you know where he came from? Maybe we can send his things home. He didn't have any family left. Or much to his name. That's why he left it to me. Wish I could say it's the first time that's happened. I know I should be grateful, but, well, it's hard to look at things like this journal and not see anything but my own failure. You can't save everyone. Sometimes the best we can do is comfort someone as they go. Let them know they won't be forgotten. Couldn't never forget a soul that's died in my care. Write down each of their names, at least when the war is over, and see someone gives them a proper memorial. You're a good person, Dane. I'm sure they'd all agree. I think I'm getting more used to this. Let's do one more with Dane. Get his level up. Or his rapport up. Sera. Sera is a kind person. She was very welcoming when I first got here. Thanks to her, I felt right at home.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you're not the only person I've heard that from.
Well,
I feel bad I haven't thanked her more properly, but she's been so busy lately. Here she's even looking after the stables now. I do hope she doesn't work herself too hard.
Yes.
You and me both. I asked if she wanted some help, but she said not. It's not like I can force her. Maybe we could find some way to help her on the sly.
sir.
Oh, a secret mission. Aid mission. I happily volunteer. Dane, you've got plenty to do yourself around here. Nowhere near as much as her. As far as I'm concerned, you're both stretched too thin. Maybe you could convince her to ease up, as a concerned healer.
Well,
Something tells me she'd convince me first. Yeah, you're probably right. I'll have to give it some more thought. I think I'm getting more used to this.
sir.
Let's chat with Dane.
Hi there.
What are you up to, Dane?
Sir.
Nothing much. I was looking for a book. On healing? If that's the case, you shouldn't be spending your own money. You can. No, nothing like that. I'm looking for a book of jokes. Jokes?
Sir.
Yes, I try to keep a joke or two in my pocket when I talk to people. I'm not the most interesting person to talk to. What sorts of things do you usually talk about? Well, the majority of people I deal with on a daily basis are sick or injured, so mostly medicine. Nothing else?
Well,
That's all I know. I mean, aside from cheese making. But that's not much more interesting, is it?
Ah.
Sounds interesting to me. How'd you come by that knowledge? Family business. I learned it from a young age, long before medicine. My family are the finest cheesemakers in Bruns. You must do well for yourselves. Yes. It's fair to say I grew up a bit sheltered. From the war, I mean. In my book, that makes it pretty admirable that you're out here. Hardly. Just means it took me too long to wake up to the realities of the world. Also, cheese making is incredibly dull. Well, now you have to tell me more. Well, it's actually fairly involved. Not the making itself so much, but the curdling and aging it just right. And when you're making it at scale, trying to find the right storage space is its own battle. Can't be too hot or too cold, and the moisture level in the air has to be just so. One wrong choice, and you can waste months of work only to wind up with a bad curd, or mold. But when it all lines up just right, rennet, curd, whey, consistency, it firms right up. Oh gods, I'm rambling, I'm sorry. Not at all. That's fascinating. I missed that last part of what he said, sorry. Someone who thinks cheese making is boring. You sure are intense about it. I was riveted. That's a relief. You are more interesting than you give yourself credit for, Dane. Everyone here comes from different walks of life. They all talk in different ways about different topics. But in the end, we're all here together. The more we talk, the more things there are to discuss, as we all find things we have in common. You want my advice? Just relax and don't overthink it.
Right.
Right. Understood. Yeah. Alright. Now let's go to Viturin. Actually, I think he'd take Rivera to another meal. Say this is...
Yeah?
I don't know, maybe a different time, or him just getting him some drinks. Good food always leads to good conversation. Blacksmithing work. Speaking of blacksmiths, I'm reminded of the days when I used to work in a carpentry shop in Elite. I remember that place was small, but it seemed pretty cozy. This is before Robin's sacrifice. Robin says you were natural at it. I don't know about that, but I did my best. Once I start a project, I have to see it through, no matter how hectic it gets.
Mm-hmm.
I know what you mean. Remember back when I was first starting as a mercenary, people would give me deliveries 4 days away and say they needed it done by sundown. The fact that I said yes was the only reason I got half those jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember those days. But I'll bet if you stayed in Elite, you'd probably be a master carpenter by now. That would make me the biggest fish in a pretty small pond.
Ah.
Reminds me of old times. Hopefully we can get back to that someday. Well, both Leon and Robin died without ever seeing Lynetta after they left. And out of all of them, it's Robin who most wanted to return. Let's talk with Francisco and chat over a workout. So I feel so bad about Robin. Form's looking pretty good today, brother. Let's keep going. Leon. Today reminds me of Leon. You miss him too, huh? Yeah, I know how you feel. I miss that ugly face of his especially. It wasn't that ugly. That's mean. He'd be pissed at you if he heard that. Yeah, no doubt. He'd be walking around grumbling for the rest of the day. Never realized how quiet it was without him. I should train more. Again, just got done training a few hours ago. Every time I start thinking about Leon, that other face pops up in my head. The guy whose ass I gotta kick.
Damn.
You mean Ballastar? Yep. Care to join me, brother?
Sure.
Sure. Let's do it. Damn, brother, you really have improved. Alright. Well, I think this is where I'm going to end the episode. We're not going to do the optional side battle, because I feel like the optional side battle is just not worth it. I feel like that wouldn't be something Eden would concern himself with. He would send soldiers to take care of it. So yeah. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.